Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Cutting across to the External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar talking about tackling India's second wave.
Use this term lightly, but I think this was really, in many ways, can be transformational for the relationship. There were 4 big outcomes. There was a very, very detailed roadmap for the relationship till 2030 that we have worked out, which pretty much covers all aspects of what India and UK could be doing. There is an enhanced trade partnership, which envisages a free trade agreement and which provides for some immediate economic trade gains for both parties. There was a global innovation partnership because that, as you know, UK has very strong technology and innovation skills and programs, and it's something where we have worked together in the past. We are trying to take it forward. And I myself actually signed the 4th outcome, which was the Migration and Mobility Partnership Agreement with Home Secretary Priti Patel. What it does is really, it provides for more legal flows, migration and mobility flows. It encourages talent flow between the 2 countries, and that's very important, because when we look, whether it's manufacturing, whether it is actually the knowledge economy, the movement, education, the ability of people to work after education, these are all aspects which are very important. And you can already actually feel the change today in the relationship. I was informed, in fact, due to changes of policies in recent months. From October, actually 58,000 more Indians have qualified to come to the UK. So this is a relationship, in fact, to use Prime Minister Boris Johnson's word, that we are not looking at something evolutionary, we are looking at something transformational. And our Prime Minister also highlighted the living bridge, which is a very, very unique talent. But look, I'm here also, Naveen, at a time when the COVID challenge is so big in India. It is uppermost in our minds. As Foreign Minister, I'm very involved in harnessing the goodwill, enormous goodwill that we have in the world. And the UK has really been a very, very solid friend. I mean, we are getting, oxygen plants, oxygen concentrators, cylinders to address the oxygen challenge, cryogenic tanks. And you, of course, know the vaccine collaboration we have. I mean, the COVID Shield is an outcome of that, which is the main vaccine that is made in India. Our scientists are working together on sequencing as well. So, it's it's an important day today for the relationship, but it's also a day today when I feel, sitting in UK, the enormous support, the feeling which people in UK, the Indian community here has for the COVID situation, and how much they would actually like to contribute to our efforts to deal with it.
Jaishankar ji, now you will be moving for G7 meetings after this. Again, as you mentioned in your answer, that this is a very serious COVID situation, and what will be your agenda vis-a-vis COVID situation? Will you be raising this issue with them? Will you be seeking help from them? What can you give us a brief outline?
Well, see, Naveen, the G7 had its own agenda. This G7, and there are 4 of us who are guests: ourselves, Australia, South Korea, and South Africa. The agenda already had COVID very much in it, because it is today the biggest challenge, which not just India, the entire world faces. Now, when it comes to the G7 foreign ministers, bear in mind, I am pretty much continuously in touch with all of them. Now, they actually have been through it, many of them. The US has been through it, UK has been through it, Germany, France, Italy, and not just been through it. I mean, they've been through a very, very severe form of it last year and the beginning of this year. In fact, if you look at the, proportionally, in many cases, their intensity is as much as we are going through right now in India. In some ways, it is even more than what we are going through. And a lot of our situations and our stresses today, the hospital situation, the oxygen situation, look, New York has seen it, France has seen it, Italy has seen it. So I was, in fact, though he's not here, just coming in, was talking to my counterpart in Portugal. And he was telling me, he said, look, we just a few months ago, we went through it. We had the highest per capita cases and fatalities. So, but we've come through it. So I think my message going into G7 is, look, this is a global challenge. Everybody knows that. All of you have been through it. We are going through it right now. There are various factors and reasons why it's as serious and severe as it is. And global problems, a global pandemic requires a global effort. And in the past, we have contributed to that global effort, being part of other people's solution. And I'm very sure, I mean, beginning with, the meeting I've already had with Secretary Blinken yesterday, I think the rest of the G7 feels the same.
So, sir, will you be talking about the aid, the financial, the material aid which these countries are giving? And, sir, is it a shift in our policy? Because I think after some decades, we are asking for aid, and aid is coming in from foreign countries. So can you just touch on this topic, sir?
I think we are going, quite honestly, this is, to my mind, not a accurate way of projecting the situation. Because, as I said, COVID is a shared problem for the whole world, okay? Now, just look at last year. When it came, or even this year, when it came to medicines, okay? We gave medicines, hydroxychloroquine, paracetamol, we gave to the United States, okay? We gave to Singapore, we gave to European countries. We sent a medical team to Kuwait. We gave actually vaccines to some countries in the Gulf. Now, would you have described it as aid? We described it actually as friendship, as support. So I think, we have to understand the uniqueness of the problem we are facing today.